Alright guys, in this video we're going to set up the USB recovery for the Dynalink router, right, running OpenWrt. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and download that .itb file, which you know is the OpenWrt firmware for this particular router. So I got the link for you, it should be in the description. And we're going to go ahead and download it onto our FAT32 USB drive. Now I strongly recommend that you rename it to something that's a little bit more simple. In this example, right, we're going to do Recovery.itb. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it since I already have it. This is going to be a new version. Yep. So here we go. All right. Now that we have our Recovery.itb file, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug this into our router, and then we are going to SSH into it and then run a few commands, and then that'll be it. We'll be done. All right, guys, we're now going to go ahead and SSH into our router. Be sure that you're using the correct IP address. In my example, right, because I had changed my default one. So we're going to go ahead and SSH, and I am now going to go ahead and put in my password, and boom, right there we go. So now next thing I'll do, you just go ahead and you're just going to execute these commands, right, that we have, and it should be in the video description. Whoop, back down here, and let's go ahead and right click, and there we go. Right, that's it. We're all done. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and test it. So I want you to pay attention, right, to whatever is the, I happen to have a snapshot, but one way you'll know for certain that it worked, it will be that if the, you know, the version of OpenWrt you're running changes, right? Assuming you're not using the same one that you, the same version that you you updated to. That's why I picked the snapshot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and reboot. And what you should see now, first and foremost, right, because we're booting up the firmware recovery file, what's actually going to happen is it's going to basically start a new OpenWrt, right, that's going to be unconfigured. Now, if you remember, right, I had changed the default IP address. So immediately that's going to be one of the first ways I'm going to be able to tell that it worked, when I sit here and wait for it to start up and give me an IP address and see that the IP address is different. It should probably be 68.1.1 because, you know, that's the default. But the second thing, which is, you know, in case if you didn't change the default IP address, like I was saying, was the version, right? The OpenWrt version, as that snapshot, the snapshot that we just downloaded, should be a different version from what I have installed. So I am now just waiting on the router to boot up, so let's just give it out a second. All right, it just finished booting all the way. Now when it's booting up in the USB recovery, it does take a little bit longer than the standard boot up, so just don't be concerned. You just got to give it some time. But as we can see here, I got it, the network, it's up. I don't have network access, or sorry, I have the internet access, but when I go into here, the as you can see, the IP address is definitely changed. So already I know that's going to tell me that it works. So I'm going to go ahead now and SSH back into it, being sure to change the IP address. And this should actually give me an error, since that's going to be unique to me because I had a different IP address. It should complain, I think. No, it didn't complain. Okay, cool. But if we look here, because sometimes when you're booting up into the same device that's internally different, but it knows it's the same device. I don't know how to explain it, but it has a problem with the SSH keys that the computer generates from the old time it connected to the router to the new time. But we didn't have that issue here. So it looks like we are successfully booted into OpenWrt, and as you can see, the OpenWrt snapshot versions are different because this is the one that we just downloaded, the firmware, right, and this is the one that's actually was running. So yeah, there you go. We are officially all set for your USB recovery in case if you accidentally soft brick your Dynalink router. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and should you need anything else, please throw it in the comment section, you know, what else you'd like to see or need any help with. I'm always trying to help you guys, and just keep a lookout for the next more helpful tips and videos that we put out. Thank you.